The following presentation is brought to you by the Pride of ODU, the official NIL collective of Old Dominion Athletics. Be a monarchist. Join the Pride.
Everyone, welcome again to the Sunbelt Basketball Championships. For those with us here in the room, please state your name and your media affiliation when asking your questions. If you're on Zoom, type those questions in the chat, and we'll read them aloud here. We're joined now by ODU, by the head coach, Mike Jones. Coach, would you introduce your two players and give us an opening statement?
Yes, sir. With me, I have Sean Dewar Gordon and Robert Davis Jr. Once again, just very thankful for the opportunity to play in this tournament against a very, very, very great program and team in App State. I have the utmost respect for Coach Kearns and his program. As I've said the last couple of times, my heart goes out to the seniors on that team, especially Tate, Huntley, for the great careers they've had. So, but again, very proud of our guys, the fight in us, the no quit in us. And, just this, like I said yesterday, this is a lesson.
Put up now for questions.
Yeah, David Rogers, High Country Sports. What's your assessment in terms of what allowed you to really win this game?
It's a physical fight. We stayed in it. We made enough shots. We got stops down the stretch. They were stuck on 51 points for a while there because we kept getting stops. In the first half, we put them on the free throw line a lot. I think they only shot 5 free throws in the second half, so we did a much better job of not fouling. And a couple of those fouls, free throws came at the end there. So just, our team, just they willed themselves to a win. And again, I'm just along for the ride.
Aaron Zielinski, Monarchist, part of ODU.com. Great smile sitting down, Rob, by the way. Keep it up. Sean, end of the game, free throws. Huge. What was going through your mind when you went to the line, iced the game?
Yeah, I mean, free throws is something that I work on pretty much every single day. I put myself in these scenarios where, I'm by myself and it's a win or go home. So it's nothing that I have to practice over 1,000 times. So in my head, I was just thinking I need to do whatever I need to do to help my team get this dub.
Two similar questions here on Zoom for the players. 3 games in 3 nights. Does the momentum and adrenaline help you guys combat fatigue? And then do you feel like there's enough juice in the tank to win 3 more games?
Oh, there's definitely enough juice. Most definitely. That's all I got. There's enough juice for sure.
I know that's it for the players, but we're worried about tomorrow. Like, let's worry about winning tomorrow before we start talking about what comes after that.
Another question here from Mike Barber on Zoom for Coach. Sean and Robert have been remarkably consistent in the tournament, taking over during some stretches. What allows them to do that?
This has been us all season long. I mean, and we've got a team full of guys that have worked their rear ends off and have provided so many things. But obviously, in terms of scoring, and Sean with rebounding and Rob with playmaking, they shouldered that all season long. So, we're 34 games in now. I don't know. I would be surprised if I saw anything different. Like, these 2 guys, they work hard. They're great people. They're great young men. They're great representatives of our university. They're great representatives of our program. And this is what I think we should expect from them.
Question in the middle.
Brandon Dodge, The Shield. Your warm-ups have the phrase "doubt us" on them. How's that phrase affected you throughout this tournament and then more broadly the season as a whole?
So I wish I could take credit for that, but every Under Armour school got that spirit. So all the schools, I think Georgia State had on the doubters. But having said that, I don't think anybody expected us to be sitting here today. I don't think they expected us to be sitting there yesterday either. So, hey, it is what it is. You can doubt us all we want to. It doesn't matter. We believe in us. We believe in each other. And again, you're going to hear me say it. We thank God. We are blessed to be here, and we're embracing our blessing.
Question.
Mike Langston, prideofODU.com. Down 6 at the half. Second half, defense ratcheted up. You held them to 23% in the second half from the floor. How does it feel to have a defensive performance as a team and a unit lead you to victory like this?
Oh, yes.
All of you.
I mean, I'll start. It comes down to connectivity. We've been preaching that pretty much all season, but more so like it's been an emphasis the last, couple weeks preparing for this tournament. We needed to be connected on all fronts, especially on the defensive end. And I feel like you can see it. Just the passion in which we talk to each other when we're on defense and the passion in which we have when we're in walkthrough and we're, going over plays and things of that nature because we don't have practices right now. So I feel like everyone's attention to detail and ability to stay together and play for this university on this uniform, I feel like that's what willed us to this win.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, just to piggyback off what Rob said, and what Coach has been basically preaching to us the whole season that stops is gonna be able to keep us in pretty much any game we play, regardless of how our shots are falling or not. And I think we showed that tonight when we went through stretches where we maybe didn't score the ball a lot. I think the stops is what really made this game the way it was, and especially down the stretch, which put us in a great position.
Question from Harry Minningham for you, Coach, on Zoom. You guys didn't play Troy this year, but obviously you probably looked at their film. What problems do they present for you guys?
That's a loaded question. I don't know. I don't know. I was locked in on App State. So Coach Robinson, James Robinson, and Aiden Bromley are responsible for that scout. And because they didn't have Louisiana and they didn't have Texas State and they didn't have App today. So once Louisiana won on Tuesday, they had Louisiana Monroe. So once Louisiana Monroe lost, they went to work on Troy. So, but they know not to mention anything about a future opponent to me because for what? We needed to win today. So obviously I'll get a crash course in Troy this evening. I will say this, Scott Cross is an unbelievable coach. And I don't care who's on his team, like his team is going to be prepared. And, taking into consideration they have the player of the year in the conference, like obviously we've got a tall task ahead of us.
Ready to
You know, after meeting David Rogers of High Country Sports, after meeting App State, twice earlier this year, what did you learn from those particular games that you were able to implement today that that help you with success?
Yeah, sure. So if you just look at our season, so the first time we played App was at ODU. We were 4-1. We were in first place in the conference, and they punched us in the face. They beat us, and it was a very much an eye opener to us as to the physicality of this league and the physicality of an App State and the Dustin Currents team. The second time we played, having gone through what we went through the first time, they punched us in the face again, and we were down double digits pretty early on, but we fought and we kept fighting, and it wasn't such a shock. We knew what was going to happen. We knew we were going to get punched. And I believe in that game at halftime, we were down 38-33, very similar to today. And we fought our way back to be able to win in the second half. So we were able to draw from that experience tonight. And we reminded ourselves of that at halftime. And I think our guys truly embraced it.
Thank you.
Aaron Zelensky, part of ODU.com. Coach, 17-8 second chance points, 8-0 fast breaks. How important were those two stats in getting a victory today?
Biggest stat I didn't even realize, and I'm not dismissing your two
Hey, you're
stats.
the coach. You can dismiss all you want.
The 20 points that we gave up in the second half is what I'm going to be most proud of. And I wish I'd known that when I just talked to the team. Like that is unbelievable to hold that team. Forget the shooting percentage and everything in the second half. Just to hold them to 20 points and a half is special. And that's why we're playing tomorrow.
Any final questions? Thanks, Coach Jones. Thank you, guys.
Like, yeah.